Hey everybody, this is the MobileMax and we're going to take a look at how to install your iPad in this today. We'll be looking at the front side as well as the back side of the MobileMax and how to install the iPad. On the front here, you will see two protective strips. This is to protect the back of your iPad as well as to hold the iPad securely in place in the MobileMax. Whenever you flip the MobileMax over, you want to make sure you do it on a nice soft surface that won't scratch the front of your MobileMax. And I'm using my pool table, which is perfect for this situation. On the back of the MobileMax, you will see a few things. These here are the screws that would be used to hold the MobileMax in place. It's actually two parts, a front side and a back side. So we're going to remove these here in just a second to show how to install the iPad. Over here, we have the trigger button. This trigger button is utilized when you're not integrating with software to activate the lights in the three different modes.
Holding the trigger button for about a half second or more.
That will change the modes of the light on the front of the MobileMax. Well, we want to make sure that no accidental presses trigger any lights during any session. As we've shown before, there is one screw here. This is your locking screw that will actually go into the head unit of the column set of your Curve Duo. This is removable, but just keep that on there for when you are going to actually mount this onto the column set. Something else we're going to show here is the wire that's coming out of the back of the MobileMax. This is comprised of two wires, a black wire and a white wire. The white wire is the one that's actually going to connect to the power source for the iPad, and the black one is going to connect to a power source for powering the lights of the MobileMax. Now let's go ahead and install the iPad into the MobileMax. As you can see, I have actually removed some of the screws already. These screws, like any other normal screw, turn left to loosen and right to tighten. So this is what these screws look like right about here. And we're going to remove the rest of these by turning left on each screw and just the outer screws. These other screws that you see in the center here are actually to hold the handle in place, and this is your locking screw, like I mentioned before, for when you place the MobileMax on the column set. All right, so those are removed. And now what we want to do is go ahead and grab our iPad. The iPad that I'm using is an iPad Air. It's the latest model. And we're just gonna, after these screws are removed, take this out here. And as you can see, this is on the inside. You have your white wire that you're gonna want to place your iPad face down with your camera where this notch is, because your hand's gonna reach in here for the power. Make sure you connect the white cable to the bottom of your iPad. Once that's in there, that's pretty much it. We're gonna close it up and we're gonna re-secure the screws into place. All right, we're gonna go ahead and screw these in. Again, turning right and putting a little bit of pressure, not too hard, on the MobileMax itself, so that way you're making sure that these screws are in there nice and tight. In. Okay, there we go. We screwed them all in, and now as you can see, we have our MobileMax with our iPad ready to go. This notch here is where you're going to turn your iPad on. If it's off, it allows you to access that there. And that's pretty much it. Our MobileMax is now installed. Now I'm going to show you guys how to hook up the battery. All right, here we go. We have our Max Design approved battery that has two USB-C inputs. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in the iPad. It doesn't matter which one, you can plug into either one. But just I'm going to, for this demonstration, plug in there. That's now charging my iPad. And plug this one in. This should turn on the lights. And there we go. Very nice. Okay, and that's it. And that's how you install your iPad into the MobileMax.